I guess I should take myself off of mute. Thank you so much, folks, for tuning into the show today. We definitely have a good one for you. And this is based on a conversation, impromptu conversation that I had with a good friend of mine, Cyrus Webb, and he's probably watching or will be logging in soon here. So let's crack into the show, shall we? All right, everyone, welcome into the show. Thank you for being here. I am your humble host, Earl Hall. We're going to be talking today how to listen to your voiceover. You notice that I've got my headphones on, or as we call them in the biz, your cans. These are what we call your cans, your headphones. There is, a way that each and every person that comes into the voiceover industry looks to get better. And that is with your audio, right? But when you come in just brand new, hey, good morning, Matthias. Thank you so much for being here. You're always on point. I can always count on you being here. So thank you very much for coming into the show. When you're brand new in a voiceover, one of the big struggles is, how do you know if your voiceover sounds good? I remember, and I shared this story with my friend Cyrus, I remember when I first started in this whole thing of voiceover, and I was in an untreated space. I was, in a basement, all hard, flat surfaces, which if you've listened to me for any length of time, that's the killer of your audio. The killer of your audio is hard, flat surfaces. As a matter of fact, I'm using an off-camera mic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch mics and go to this mic. All right, so now we're on this mic, and I'm sure you can probably tell the difference, and that's all because of proximity and things of that nature. So you're not hearing a lot of airy sounds from what you were just hearing, but now you're probably hearing better sounding audio. Hey, good morning, Cyrus. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about you today. Good morning, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. If you're in and you're watching live, go ahead and put in chat. Give me a shout out so I can give you a shout out back. But I remember when I first got into voiceover, I had when I upgraded, and I remember I had all this gear. I had a soundboard, I think from Mackie. I had the Electro Voice RE20, which is an awesome microphone, even for voiceover. I actually have still an RE320, which is the baby brother of that. But I had all of this great gear. I had Adobe Audition before it was called Adobe Audition, stuff like that. And I started creating voiceover. And I thought it sounded good. I really did. That's because I had nothing to compare it to. And I was putting out auditions and not understanding why I wasn't getting work. And a lot of times, if you're not getting work, it's because of how you sound. That should be the first consideration that you take. Why am I not getting work? So you want to make sure that your sound is appropriate. But the sound, how do you know if the sound is good? If you have nothing to compare that sound to, or if you don't know what to listen for. So let me give you some little tips here. Grab a piece of paper or something, right? When you're doing this and you're recording your audio and you're listening back to it, 9 times out of 10, especially when you're a beginner, you're listening to it from your computer speakers. No enhancement, no big exterior speakers, nothing like that. That is not the way to listen to voiceover to determine if it sounds good. It's the whole reason for this show, right? Now, when I started moving up and I started understanding sound, this is what you'll start to see. When you listen to your voiceover in comparison to other voiceover that you believe sounds good. Hey, what's up, MD Bassier? I hope. What is your audio chain with the SM7B? All right, my audio chain with my SM7B. Hold on a sec. All right, I had to just get my other camera in focus. You can see this is my setup. Now I'm using my SM7B and I'm running it into a Rodecaster Pro. That Rodecaster Pro is connected via USB to my Mac Mini, which is right here. I use a Mac Mini M1 chip for this. In the back, which you can't really see, a little bit you can see it, this gray portion back here, there is a FET head or a cloud lifter. Where's my little FET head case? I thought I had it on my desk because I just changed the position. I used to have it here, but I put it back here. So this is my chain. So if you want to look at a chain like this, you would have your microphone running into a audio interface, like a Focusrite Solo. Get my words right here. But this is my audio chain. This is it. SM7B into my Rodecaster Pro. So that's my audio setup with that. So now when you're looking at listening to your sound, and when I started moving up, I did get better speakers. I upgraded. The speakers I had were, oh my gosh, now I can't call the name. But anyway, they were like $150, $200 a piece. And they were booming speakers. And I could hear better audio. And if you want to take a look at the speakers that I use right now, I don't think you can see them on camera, but basically they're these. There's some Bose speakers. There are two of these that I have, and I have my headphones plugged into to that so that the sound comes through right here. All right. Now this is where we get into it. Your friend in all of this for listening to your audio and seeing if it sounds appropriate are using good headphones. I actually have a link for this if you want to check it out in the description for this video. That goes right to the headphones that I use. I've used these headphones. They're Sennheiser HD 280 Pros. And I've used these for over 5 years at this point because I love them and they give me good sound quality, and I can hear the nuances that I wouldn't hear if I'm just listening to my computer speakers, which aren't ever great, or even listening to them on the Bose speakers that I use. These are my safety net for everything. And when you're listening to your audio, you're going to be able to determine and hear things that you wouldn't hear. And let me tell you what happens the more that you listen to your audio, especially with headphones. Like I can edit, like back when I started, we didn't have things like a debreather from Waves that would just go through and take out all of your breaths, right? But now we do. Thank goodness we have that. But the thing that happens, the more audio that you listen to, but more importantly, the more audio that you edit, you literally start seeing wave patterns that now look familiar, and you know when you look at it, that's a breath. That's semblance. Like when you say S's, right? If you have a lot of semblance in what it is you're saying. I don't have a lot of semblance with this mic. At least I don't detect it in my headphones when I say S or words that end in S. Now that's due to maybe mic proximity and things of that nature as well. Like if I'm right up on the mic like this, you might determine some. Not really. There's not even a lot of semblance when I'm right up on my mic. So I'm backed up from my mic about this far. But anyway, the more that you listen to audio in your headphones, you start determining more things. Good morning, Joe Leonard. Thanks so much for being in here with me today. I definitely appreciate you. And MD Basir, I hope I'm saying your name right. Wow, your VO is awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. MD says, thanks. I guess I answered one of his questions. All right, so this is awesome. Now, the more you listen to audio, it becomes like reading. That's the best comparison that I can give to all of this, is that it becomes like reading. You see specific things in your audio pattern that you wouldn't see as a newbie or as a beginner. That's why becoming that, not professional audio engineer, because there's really not a lot to do when it comes to editing audio. But if you're trying to take out noise or You don't even know if there's noise because you think it sounds good because you listen to it on your phone, you listen to it on your computer speakers, but you're not getting a true sound. You want good headphones. That's why I've used these for over 5 years at this point. These Sennheiser HD 280 Pro headphones. And there's a lot of headphones like this. Now, you'll notice on my headphones, right? You'll notice on my headphones that there's no openings. It's what's called closed back. It's a closed back headphone. There are headphones that I've used before that were open. And so sound could still get into your ear. And I would use those sometimes if I was in my studio and I needed to hear other people as I was listening to audio, and I could still hear them and they wouldn't feel like I was ignoring them. But these closed back headphones for listening to audio are going to be your friend. It's going to be the best thing that you can use is a closed back headphone. MD Basir is saying one big difference I saw in your video was you are not a teleprompter reader. Thank you. Now, all of us obviously read scripts, right? If you're doing VO or if you're just doing, demos or just practicing, we all read scripts. That is an art. There is an art, obviously, to reading a script. You have to, and I'm not going to go through the whole story many of you probably don't know, I have a speech impediment. It comes out sometimes, but it's never noticeable. I inherited that from my father that has a speech impediment. And actually my youngest daughter, I have 3 daughters and 1 son. My youngest daughter has a speech impediment that she deals with. But the thing about that is I got over most of my speech impediment because I had a very good therapist that taught me how to read ahead. And so what does that mean? Let's see. Basir saying your VO is what you are. Definitely. You have to bring your personality to this. Good morning, Brenda Star 777. Thank you so much for being in here with us today. Nate Ricks is saying, made it. Yes, you made it, Ricks. Nate, you made it. You made it. Where's my applause? No, that's the laugh track. There it is. You get the applause, and I'll give you a horn. You made it into the show live. So yes. Thank you so much. But I learned to read ahead, and it was a way that she helped me to get out of my speech impediment. But anyway, now today I use those same skills. I see words coming. I don't just read word for word on a script. I see what's coming somehow. And I know that my inflections or whatever need to change based on the words that are coming. It's a skill set that I learned in the 6th grade that I just carry into today. So my speech impediment isn't that noticeable. You may notice it sometimes now that I tell you that I've told you that I have a speech impediment. You may notice it from time to time, but I know that it's not as pronounced as my dad's and it's not as pronounced as my daughter. So I'm like just right, just got right in there with my porridge. It was just right. The most important thing that I want you to get from this episode is that headphones are going to help. You're not initially going to have the ear to hear some things, but I tell you what, 6 months from now, you will. A year from now, oh my gosh, you will. 5 years from now, you'll look back at the voiceovers that you've submitted and you will be just like me. What the heck was I thinking? Have any of you experienced that? Like if you've been in for voiceover for a while, have you experienced going back and listening to old VO you did and been like, just cringed at what it was that you hear? I do. When I listen to the old stuff that I've done back in the day, 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, I'm like, they paid me for that? It's kind of like one of those deals, right? But save yourself some frustration. Seriously, save yourself frustration by just getting some headphones, some good ones. I'm not talking about your earbuds. No, I'm not talking about the $10 ones you can get at CVS or Walgreens. I'm talking about some good quality headphones. And that's why I've used these for over 5 years now, is because these headphones from Sennheiser, once again, if you want the link, I've got the link right into my own headphones that you're seeing on my bald head right now. You can go ahead and pick those up and even search around if you want that. I've got coming up on Black Friday weekend. We've got Black Friday. We've got Small Business Saturday. We've got Cyber Monday. I'm doing live episodes those days. On Black Friday, I'm going to be here with you live I think I said it's 4 p.m. Eastern that I'm going to be live with you. On Small Business Saturday, I'm going to be there with you 11 a.m. Eastern, and on Cyber Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern. What are we going to be talking about on those episodes? We're going to be talking about how to set up your studio, the gear that you need to use. We're going to be talking about I'm going to be showing you the connections. I'm going to be showing you my suggestions. I have so many mics, literally just got a brand new mic in last night that I am super excited about showing you because of the functionality of it and everything. So I'm going to be showing you the connections. I'm going to be sharing with you my Focusrite Solo, how that's connected. And I'm going to be sharing with you one big one. You guys are going to see me actually use all of this gear, but you're also going to see me use the DBX 286S and how I set it up. The DBX 286S is some secret freaking sauce when it comes to actually creating some great audio. So you see my setup here. I'm going to be sharing with you a setup on how I do it all with different gear, with different mics, and all of that. Kenny Butler is saying, I have a speech impediment as well. I stutter. I admire you so much. Keep it moving, Kenny. I admire you as well, just for pushing ahead. I understand that a stutter, when I was, I just stuttered, but it's not really noticeable. When I was 6th grade and before, I would literally stutter like, it was pretty bad. I would shake trying to get words out, and it just wouldn't happen. And then finally in the 6th grade, because I was born in Virginia, that's where my entire family is, and then we moved up to Maryland because of my dad's job. The stutter was pretty much gone, and it kept going. But what I believe is that one of the things that really helped at that time, and I am not like this at all anymore. I'm not like this at all. I had been an avid reader up until my 20s. I had been an avid reader. And the thing about me, and they tell you not to do this sometimes, I don't know why, I actually read aloud. When I read something, I read it aloud. And I've just always been that way. And I think that is really one of the things that has helped me get beyond that. So maybe that can help you, Kenny. Just reading aloud, for recreation or fun, just getting some books on Amazon or your favorite online retailer, as Cyrus Webb would say. Maybe that is something that would help if you just did that. And I'll tell you one of the things my therapist did, she would have me start reading, and then she would cover the end of the sentence with her hand. And I learned how to read ahead because I knew at some point she was going to cover the words. I have no idea why that worked so well, but it helped tremendously. Nate Ricks is saying, I notice now when I listen to my demos I've done just 3 months ago. Yeah, you're noticing more. And let me just tell you, the more you listen to your own stuff, especially with headphones on, you're going to notice a lot more with that. Nate is saying, what is he saying here? I just got my DBX 286S Friday. I love it and is staying with me forever. I completely understand. I don't use it like here in this setup anymore because of what I use with the Rodecaster Pro. This is such a powerful piece of gear. It is tremendous. But this is not specifically for voiceover, and it's pricey. This is about a $500 unit. But the power within this thing and what it's able to do, and you hear it right now. This is what it sounds like with all the different settings, with being able to set up your compression, your noise gate. It's a lot of things in this unit. And of course, we've got the sound effects that we can use. I can add my little music here as well. A lot of different things that I can use. Got a drum beat there. So there's a lot, and these are all programmable buttons. All of these are programmable. So I can make this be whatever it is that I want. And it's not just these 2, 4, 6, 8 buttons. I can set it up. This is like all the buttons, but in the software that it comes with, I can have like as many rows as I want. So I can program this for one show. I can program this for another show, have different sound effects depending. Anyway, I'm getting too much into my Rodecaster Pro, but this is a piece of gear that I actually love. And you can see levels, popping up right over there. And I can see this right with my eye and just know that I sound good. And I keyed it in exactly to where it is that I want to be. All right. So that's enough about the Rodecaster Pro. With that, of course, Cyrus Webb is chiming in. Amazon has it covered. No other place needed. LOL. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Amazon, I love Amazon. Actually, me and Cyrus talk every day, a couple times a day, and Amazon is always in the discussion. Both of us are Amazon influencers. Cyrus Webb, and you should actually check him out. He has a YouTube channel. I believe it's Conversations Media Group, but if you're on YouTube, just type in Cyrus Webb, and you'll see that. Very good interviewer, interviews the top stars, musicians, authors, doctors, you name it. He's interviewing those folks and has a very good presence on Amazon, does Amazon Lives just about every day, if not every day, and is killing it in that. So being an Amazon influencer is a whole other topic that we can discuss. Matthias is saying, Earl, currently I'm facing 2 challenges that affect my sound. How to deal with breaths and mouth clicks just with the tools of Adobe Audition. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this firmly and as kindly as I can say. The reason that you're dealing with that, whether it's, dealing with breaths, mouth clicks, just with the tools of Adobe Audition. All right, breaths are easily taken away. You can have a plugin called, I've even got a link in my description, and you get, I think, 10% off if you get Waves. It's a Waves plugin. It's called D-Breath Mono. And literally you can highlight your whole track or a part of your track that you've recorded, hit the button, and it automatically detects breaths and it takes them all out. Now, when you're dealing with mouth clicks, the thing about that is if you have a lot of mouth noise, you're going to get that. And it is something that you're going to have to play with. Now, what is it? What did you say? Mouth clicks. See, there's my stutter again, right? Mouth clicks are not something that I've ever had an issue with, but whether you're in forums or different Facebook groups or things like that, ask people about that. Are you having problems with mouth clicks? Can you tell me how you're dealing with them? And they may have a hack that helps them out. But here's the thing too, the more that you do that and you listen to your audio with headphones and you're watching your DAW, your digital audio workstation, the software that you use to record with, whatever that is, as you listen, you'll see it at the same time. As you listen, you'll see it at the same time, and that will become registered almost just like reading words. And when you start seeing them, you'll notice that, hey, that's a mouth click. Let me go in and take that out. Also, when you're doing your noise reduction process, and I've got a free course you can see right here, freevocourse.com, I teach you how to go in and take out some of that noise based on the dB level, the decibel level, like how loud the sound is. And a lot of time, mouth clicks are nowhere near the sound level of your words that you're speaking. So when you're doing that process, you can take out noise at a certain dB level, see how that sounds first before you process it or before you save it and all that stuff, to make sure that your audio hasn't been affected, because everything that we do to our audio affects our audio, right? So this is why especially when you're doing a noise reduction process. This is why the DBX 286S is so powerful. One of the reasons is because of noise reduction. And so you'll also notice that your mouth clicks aren't as loud, but the more you do it, the better you will get at it. So I hope that answered your question, Matthias. Thanks so much. MD Basir is saying, to overcome, I used to read live with BBC News reporter was saying, that helps me. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Not the laugh track, the claps. There we go. Awesome. All of us have things that we have to overcome in every area of our life, but everything can be overcome. Kenny Butler is saying, I appreciate those kind words. Oh, you are more than welcome, Kenny. I'm just saying if I can't. No, I can't. Anyway, Kenny is saying, I appreciate those kind words, my friend. You're a great mentor. Is that one of the new M1 Max? Yes, it is. It is. It's that came out last year. I think they may have came out with one last month. But this one I have is the M1 Mac Mini. This powers everything. My live streams that I'm doing right now. It powers all of my cameras. It powers my Rodecaster Pro. This little unit right here, and then of course I had to buy a monitor to go with it. But this little unit is so powerful, and I got you can get it in 8 megs of RAM or 16. I got the 16. Super powerful mini computer. A lot of live streamers like myself, are raving about this, and this is going to power Voiceover, I can tell you. And I think this was the Mac Mini. I can't even remember how much it was. I just bought it because I wanted it. I think it's somewhere around, I don't even want to call it out. Actually, I can go over, if I go over to, if I do a share screen. And I want to share Chrome here. So let me pull this over and let's make sure that's appropriate. And actually I probably need to pull it over a little more. I should have used the other one, but anyway, let me see how it looks on screen. Okay. So we're looking at the headphones that I use right now, and the link is right in the description. And so if I just go up and I type in M1 Mac, we're going to go to the Mac Mini, and here it is. It's $649. This is the 8 gig of RAM, and let's just see what it is. How much did I pay for an upgrade on that, or did I just get the 8 gigabyte? I may have just gotten the 8 gigabytes. I'm not sure, but that's going to be more than powerful with that. So that's running in at $649 on Amazon as well, and I have this in my Amazon store too. The link is in the description. For all of that. And by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram or Facebook, you want to follow me Instagram, it's all Steps to Voiceover Success. Facebook is Steps to Voiceover Success. You can follow me there as well. And let's go back to the cam here with that. You want to follow me on Instagram. You guys know I come live Monday, Wednesday, Friday right here for you on YouTube, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On my Instagram channel, I go live every Thursday at 8 a.m. and we talk about some different stuff over there. So if you're not following me on Instagram, which you see right on the screen over here, you see Steps to Voiceover Success. That's all it is. And you can follow me on Instagram. Rhonda from Denver, Colorado. Hey, welcome into the show. Thank you so much for being here. 286 noise gate. I think you're talking about the 286S. Yes, the noise gate is on there, which is just amazing for everyone that uses that. Nate is saying, I use the D-Click in Adobe Audition for mouth noise plus EQ. It's a skill set. What I would do is do some YouTube searches on how to eliminate mouth noise in Adobe Audition, how to eliminate mouth clicks in Adobe Audition. Do that simple search on YouTube, and I guarantee you'll find some answers with that. Rhonda right here is saying, a hack for mouth clicks. I got to change this. This is going to bug me. This is going to bug me here if I don't switch this up. And so I'm going to put Rhonda's back up here And we're just going to make this a little bit smaller so that we can see her lovely face and her dog there. All right. So hack for mouth clicks. Keep your lips, mouth open throughout the phrase that you're reading. Hope that helps. Keep your mouth, I can't keep my mouth open when I say keep. You're gonna have to create a video on that, Rhonda, and show us how you do that. All right. Then we got Kenny Butler. The 16 gig of RAM for the M1 Mac Mini, $899. And I'm telling you, this computer will last me for a very long time. Love it so much. Kenny saying, I'm buying one next week. It's whisper quiet. So I find, oh my gosh, yes. He's talking about the M1 Mac Mini. There is no noise. You know how you have a fan that comes on and just ruins your whole voiceover because the fan on your laptop is coming on or the fan on your computer and it's loud. The M1 Mac Mini, there is no noise. The fan, they built it to be that way. It's almost like they built this for voiceover artists to use. This M1 Mac Mini, and I'm going to show you, this is so super small, right? So let me move a couple of my things off my desk here. But this is it. This is it. My hand is on it, right? You can see my hand. My hand is on it. You can see how small this is, right? And it's just an amazing piece of, it's an amazing computer. That's all I can say. And it's so close right here to my mic. You're not hearing it. You're not even hearing it, which is crazy, right? Rhonda's laughing out loud here. Yes, Rhonda, you're going to have to make us a video. You will have to make us a video on this whole thing that you're talking about with that. So the most important thing right now, hopefully, hey, give me a thumbs up. If you're watching live, if you're watching the replay, go ahead and give me a couple thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate that. It's going to help me out. If I've helped you out and I've brought you value, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe and tick the bell, kind of just like is right here, the subscribe and the bell. Make sure you tick them both, and so that you get notified when I go live or when I upload a brand new video. You don't want to miss it. And I only do these lives now on YouTube. I'm not simulcasting on any other platform. This is home. This is home. So you want to make sure that you're subscribed and that you're following. Don't forget, do not forget that I have coming up the weekend for Black Friday. I'm going to be live Black Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be live, Saturday, Small Business Saturday, 11 a.m. I'm going to be live Cyber Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern. You do not want to miss it. We got Brendan here saying, I'm purchasing the M1 Mac Mini. I have to purchase everything. You're like me. Sometimes you see it, you just got to get it. See my stutter. Now you'll be able to tell. Yeah, speech impediment. Earl has a speech impediment, but he still does voiceover. He's still making that money. Lisa, thank you so much. I appreciate, says you sound great. Love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm going to be back Wednesday, 11. I'm going to be back Wednesday right here live, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you're there. I always post it early. I even post the link on Facebook. I post it on Instagram. I post it on LinkedIn. But you want to make sure that you're following me right here because this is the only place you can see it. This is the only place you can see it. Go grab you some headphones. The link is in the description. Go ahead and grab your M1 Mac Mini. All of that, whatever it is that you see right here on the desk, go ahead and grab it, right? Just go ahead and grab it. But seriously, what you have, make sure that you're using it appropriately and make sure that it has the good sound that you need. You don't need to break the bank on everything. You really don't. And I'm going to be giving you all the great suggestions that I can give you every single day, and especially on Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. Brenda is laughing out loud. I love you so much, guys. Thank you for being here with me today, and I'll see you Wednesday, 8 a.m. Eastern. You take care.